going to see about electrochemistry. Electrochemistry you would have studied in your first year also. So, what do you mean by electrochemistry? Yes, electrochemistry is the branch of chemistry which deals with chemical reactions in relation to electric current. Okay. So, what it is, we would have studied even in this year or in the previous year, we would have seen the extraction of metals, where we would have used electricity to purify or to extract certain metals. So, in that place, electricity is used for converting that is the current. The electricity is used for, the electricity is getting converted to chemical reaction. So, electricity is used for making of chemical reaction or happening of chemical reaction depends on supply of electric current. Whereas, it can be vice versa also. In case if chemical reactions are happening, using the chemical reactions, the electrons which are generated can be used to generate electricity. So, in this electrochemistry, we are not only going to see the electric current being used for actually making or for the purpose of chemical reaction, but also the chemical reactions getting used for conversion or for generation of electricity. Okay, so that is about electrochemistry. So, whenever we say electrochemistry, the first thing we wanted to know, we can also reflect some of the things which you would have studied in your earlier classes. The first and foremost thing is Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? As per Ohm's law, the potential difference between the two ends of a conductor, potential difference between the two ends of the conductor is directly proportional to the directly proportional to the current in amperes. Okay. So, the potential difference between the two ends of a conductor is directly proportional to the electric current. This is what is Ohm's law. So, mathematically V is proportional to I, and we all know whenever the proportionality sign is removed, V is equal to I into R, where R is the constant. Okay, where R is the constant. Okay. So, in this you may be aware, you know what is a conductor. Conductor is any surface or any metal or wire which allows the passage of current. So, that is a conductor. Anything which does not allow the passage of current is known as insulator. You also know that. So, V is equal to IR. In this, V is in volts, measured in volts, that is potential difference. I is the current which is measured in amperes, and R is measured in ohms. Okay, R is measured in ohms. So, once this is the basic thing which you have studied in earlier standards, that is Ohm's law. So, as a thing, as an extension to Ohm's law, we also know, we are also asked to know what is resistance. Resistance is, see for example, we would have studied in physics as well as in chemistry that for every action there is a equal and opposite reaction, or for every action there is a opposite reaction. So, in a conductor, if electrons are moving from one end to other, so the conduction of electricity is because of the movement of electrons in the conductor from one end to the other. So, the free movement of the electrons are curtailed by something else. So, what is that? The one which obstruct the flow of electrons is called the resistance. Okay, the one which obstructs the free flow of electrons, obstructing the free flow of electrons is called the resistance. Obstructing the free flow of electrons in a conductor. Electrons in a conductor. Okay, if this obstruction is very high, then that substance will become an insulator. If the obstruction is not that high, then it will be a conductor. Okay. So, this is resistance. And they found that resistance is a product which depends on the length. It is directly proportional to resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor, and also inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the conductor. Resistance is directly proportional to length of the conductor and is also proportional, indirectly or inversely proportional to the area of cross section of the conductor. Area of cross section means what is the actually area of the conductor. Mostly conductors are wire in the form of wires, and wires are always, in the form of a cylinder. So the area of cross section. Okay. So once you remove these two proportionality sign, so resistance is equal to, we have to have a constant, so mho L by A. Okay. So this resistance is rho into L by A, rho into L by A. This is called rho. L is in length, A is in A is the area of cross section, and we all know there is a unit of length is centimeters, okay, or meters in centimeters in CGS unit, meters in MKS unit, and area of cross section is square centimeter or centimeter square or meter square. Okay. So, and resistance, is measured as ohm, which we have already seen. Resistance is measured as ohm as per the Ohm's law. Okay. So now resistance is equal, ohm is equal to rho L by A. So what is the what is this rho? This rho is called the resistivity. Resistivity. This rho is called the resistivity. So how do you define resistivity? Resistivity is the resistance offered by any conductor whose length is 1 meter or 1 centimeter and whose area of cross section is 1 centimeter square or 1 meter square. So this is resistivity. So if this is unit length and unit area of cross section, whatever is the resistance offered, that is the resistivity. Then we should know what is the unit for resistivity. Unit for resistivity, this is M, this is M square, and this is ohm. So unit for resistivity will be, you have to make a cross this thing, ohm meter square by meter, or okay. So it is ohm meter. Resistivity. We have now the thing Ohm's law, resistance. Then we should know what is conductance. Conductance is, if there is no resistance, that is going to be conductance. Okay. Conductance will be the reciprocal of resistance. We have seen what is resistance, what is Ohm's law and all. Now we should know what is conductivity. I have told you, if there should be a conduction between two ends of the electron of the conductor, there should be minimum resistance. So what it is, if it is no resistance, the conductivity will be 100%. If it is lesser resistance, the conductivity will be more. So conductivity is inversely proportional to resistance, isn't it? Because more the conductivity or lesser the resistance, more is the conductivity, or more is the resistance, lesser is the conductivity. So conductivity is proportional, inversely proportional to the resistance. Okay. So, okay, if it is inversely proportional to resistance, we know very well that actually the unit for resistance is ohm centimeter or ohm meter. Okay, so then naturally when this proportionality sign is removed, we have to have a constant. So conductivity G is equal to kappa. Here we are removing this thing. Okay, kappa into 1 by R. Okay, so now unit for resistance is ohm centimeter or ohm meter. So now we have to define what is, this is conductance. So this is conductivity, and then this is conductance G. Conductance is K into 1 by R. So now we have to define, the conductivity. Okay, we have to define the conductivity. So what is conductivity? Conductivity is the conductance offered by a unit length of the wire whose area of cross section is 1 centimeter square. Unit length of the wire having the unit area of cross section, isn't it? So let us now see here, let there be a since all these things are in a this thing, we can make it conductance. What is conductance? Conductance is reciprocal of resistance. Conductance is reciprocal of resistance. Okay. Now let us see what is conductance. Conductance is a reciprocal of resistance, isn't it? Conductance is a reciprocal of resistance. So means what? Electrons are flowing from one end of the conductor to the other end. In case if there is no resistance offered to the flow of conductors, plus or flow of the current, that is resistance is less, conductance will be more. If the resistance for the flow of electrons is more, definitely conductance will be less. So conductance is the reciprocal of resistance, right? So now, since we know the unit of resistance is ohm, so this is 1 by ohm. Conductance is 1 by ohm or ohm inverse or MHO. Okay. So unit of conductance is mho. Then we have to define conductivity. So what is conductivity? Conductivity is the conductance offered by a wire or offered by a conductor which has a unit length and unit area of cross section. Unit length and unit area of cross section. Okay. So now conductivity will be definitely reciprocal of resistivity. Since conductance is a reciprocal of resistance, conductivity is a reciprocal of resistivity, and we also know that for resistivity, the unit is what? Ohm centimeter or ohm meter. So conductivity is 1 by resistivity is 1 by centimeter, 1 by ohm centimeter or 1 by ohm meter, or it may be equivalent to ohm inverse and then centimeter inverse. Okay, or ohm inverse, meter inverse, ohm inverse or meter inverse. We can even call this as ohm inverse is mho, MHO. We are just, instead of OHM, mho, CM inverse or this instead of mho or this thing like that, we can also this mho we can also have a individual unit for conductivity as Siemens. Siemens is the individual unit of conductivity. Siemens is nothing but mho. Okay, understood? Conductance, conductivity. So now all this resistance, resistivity, conductance, conductivity are all measured for conductor, which is a wire, that is a solid conductor. But in our lesson, since chemical reactions are involved, we will be doing only the study of effect of current on chemical reactions or chemical reaction generating current. Okay, so in case if a conductor is a liquid, if the conductor is a liquid, definitely if the conductor is a liquid, conductor is a liquid or an electrolyte no, so electrolytes only conduct electricity, okay, or an electrolyte, definitely instead of this thing and all, it will be measured in volume, isn't it? Volume is the unit of measure. So what will happen, instead of all, wherever you have the centimeter inverse or meter inverse, it will become, for in case if it is conductivity, it will become mho and centimeter square inverse or mho and meter square inverse. Now because the volume is always in centimeter cube or meter cube, whereas area was in centimeter square or meter square. This is in centimeter cube or meter cube. So the unit will definitely change as mho centimeter square or meter square. Okay, understood? So these things are all for solid conductors, and when it comes to liquid, the conductivity unit for conductivity becomes, this is the unit for conductivity, conductivity becomes in volume, so it will be mho centimeter or mho meter inverse, meter square inverse, or of course Siemens meter in, this can also be Siemens centimeter square or Siemens centimeter square inverse or Siemens meter square inverse. Understood? So if this is for solid conductor, this is for liquid conductor. Now we have to define what is molar conductivity. Molar conductivity. Molar conductivity is the conductivity offered by an electrolyte solution of 1 molar strength. Okay, conductivity happening, that is movement of ions are happening in the electrolyte, but the quantity of the electrolyte taken in the electrolytic cell will be 1 mole, 1 molal quantity of the substance if it is taken. This is molar conductivity. Of course, we will see about it. Molar conductivity. Okay, if we take 1 molar unit of the substance, 1 molar quantity of electrolyte, this is molar conductivity. And in case if we take 1 equivalent unit of electrolyte, it is equivalent conductivity. Okay, 1 gram equivalent of the electrolyte. Equivalent of the electrolyte is taken, means it will be equivalent conductivity. Molar conductivity, equivalent conductivity.